Am I going to get a different guy or what? Is there another option?
He was nervous, he said.
I know. Can you believe that? What are the chances? I know. Sake. Another option. So tell me the story. If you match 8 months ago, FaceTimed a message and then we went on a hike. That was the date? Yeah. Because we were messaging and I was going to go see him on a Saturday night and he said, like, whatever, I'm not chasing you. And then it just fizzled.
Oh, wow. Imagine this. You know, you turn up to obviously, you know, to your wedding day. You're expecting to marry a complete stranger. But not only are you expecting that, but you're also expecting this stranger to pretty much shock you, to take you off your feet, to be like, oh my God, they matched me with the perfect guy or perfect girl. And then it turns out that you actually know the guy already. And you already actually dated the year before. Well, didn't exactly date, but went on a few dates or went on one date. And a few phone calls, and then that guy completely ghosted you. Listen, I don't blame her for feeling the way she's feeling. To be honest with you, I was surprised that she actually, well, they both stood there at the altar, acting completely like as if they didn't know each other. And you know what I mean? So it's like, so you waited to get married to then address the situation. But hey, that is TV for you folks. That is TV for you. But let's continue.
Actually have crossed paths. I'm not going to lie, like, I'm just so disappointed. I wanted so freaking small, and I'm like, only me that would happen to.
Then when we matched and when we met, I remember thinking, I was frustrated because I was like, it's the right person, but at the wrong time for me. I was like, I was actually going through a bit of a rough patch at that time. Like, I was going through quite a lot. Like, there was just a lot of issue with work and family, and I just had to let it go, but I didn't want to, but I just had to. I remember thinking, like, it felt like a massive loss. And I was like, this sucks.
It's crazy because it's easy for him to obviously say that, you know, I understood that she was a nice girl. I understood that, you know, obviously it was going to be a massive loss for me, but I wasn't in the right headspace. And listen, you know, some of us, or many of us in this would have been through that stage in our life where we're not in the right headspace. And, you know, some people deal with that differently. Now, for me personally, you know, I still would have had the respect, the decency to say to her, hey, this just isn't the right time, rather than completely ghosting her. Him ghosting her was obviously the wrong thing to do. But hey, for the people who've seen the episode, obviously he's just lucky that she was willing to, you know, give him a second chance and see if it obviously was going to go somewhere. But really and truly, it does seem so far that he has learned from his mistakes and his lessons. But the only problem that he's going to have moving forward now, and this is Paul, by the way, I realized I haven't told you folks their names. This is Paul and Karina. The only problem though is that he's put himself in a position where he's now going to have to prove himself to her. Which, to be honest with you, sometimes, or maybe even a lot of times, it's a position where guys just don't want to be in. Because when you have to start proving yourself, yeah, that could be a long journey right there.
She's not too salty, obviously, of me, because, like I said, at that time, I wasn't the best at communicating the fact that I wasn't in the best headspace. That's what I would like to apologise for.
By saying what he said, I mean, that's not something easy that you would, you know, need to spill the beans up front, sort of thing.
Yeah,
but if you hadn't,
wasn't ready to start a new relationship. And Karina was going through a few issues herself.
Listen, big shout out to him to obviously, you know, speak to the parents, let them know the truth of obviously what went down. Because obviously that's going to gain a big, massive respect from the family, especially given the fact that she's a massive family girl. And, you know, obviously the parents respecting him is always going to be a very key thing. So I give him props for that. Massive props for that. Which is why obviously they've started off on a rocky path, but also started off on a good foundation moving forward, you know? Because he's shown that he is more than able to be accountable for his own actions. And he's also got the decency to at least address things now, which obviously would show her that he's grown quite a bit from the last time they knew each other. But hey, now we're about to dive into the other couple. Yeah, this one was interesting.
Well, obviously wasn't the right time, and the right time is now.
Oh, it's like, yeah. Oh my God, can I sorry. Everyone was thinking Lauren's definitely not going to like her husband.
Lydia there, the black dress on.
Yeah.
Sarah with the green dress on. And
So guys, I'm freezing. Are you Geordie?
it's tension. She can be dramatic and problematic. All that.
I was
Geordie,
like...
when was your last relationship? How long were you with her? What's your star sign? Do you want children?
Listen to me.
I'm listening. Can you shut up?
Oh boy, this one was a difficult one to watch. Imagine having a sister that is, yeah, I mean, Lauren obviously described the sister as unhinged. Now, obviously, we don't know necessarily, you know, if her sister's got a few things going on, you know what I mean, with like, you know, whether she's on a spectrum or whatever's going on. But the fact that the sister did this is absolutely outrageous. And even if she is potentially, you know, got things going on with her diagnosis or whatnot, it doesn't excuse this behavior. because, you know, she's a grown-ass woman now, and you think that she would have been given mechanisms over the years to be able to, you know, control herself in many situations. But, you know, the sister says that she's unhinged, and obviously the sister knows her more than we do. So if the sister's saying she's unhinged and not saying that she's not on any kind of spectrum or whatnot, well, then I guess we have to take it as the sister is unhinged and she's a selfish person. You can even say maybe she's even a narcissist to a certain degree, because all she was thinking about was how she wanted the spotlight on herself, and it was ugly to watch. I mean, how do you sit there and say to the person, your sister just married, oh yeah, so she wasn't meant to like you or whatever? Like, come on. There were such negative vibes. And then also on top of that, talk about not reading the room. She's trying to flirt with the best man, and he's giving her no love back, but she's still going. Calamity.
Do you want me to walk out of this right now?
Are you serious right now?
It's hilarious.
I just told you. Is Tammy being nice?
She's got a resting bitch face on. Lauren, get into it.
Shut up, Tamara.
Get into him. Pretend you're in love.
Imagine that. Imagine. Damn. I mean, if it was a real wedding, then you said pretend you're in love, that's crazy. Imagine, you know, you've been with your partner for X amount of years, whatever. It's now your marriage day, and the sister goes, pretend you're in love. Boy, the way that, oof, boy. Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah, throw her back. She's so frigid. The bride's sister. Everyone else got food except for me. My drink wasn't filled up for like an hour. Business.
We've ordered you some food, okay? I've got some snacks for you.
No, I don't want a snack.
To be fair, I'm going to lie to you though. If I've turned up somewhere and I'm a pescatarian, which funny enough, I actually am a pescatarian as well. But sister's not my match. Let's just put it out there. I couldn't deal with that. But you turn up and then obviously they haven't got anything for you to eat, you know, anything that's available for yourself, and they're telling you that they've now ordered something to come in. So now you got to wait to eat after everybody else, and all they want to do is offer you snacks. Now, don't get me wrong, because obviously it would be, you know, my friends or my sister or my brother's wedding, whatever, I would definitely keep it cool, calm and collected, you know what I mean, and deal with it like privately and quietly and not make a big hoo-ha, because I definitely don't want to make, you know, my sibling or whatever's day a bad day. I want it to be all about them, you know what I mean? So I'm going to do the right thing. But yeah, but deep down, of course, I'd be knocked off. But the sister now doesn't care. She just wants to express it loud and clear. She wants everybody to know that she's in the building, which is just not nice.
I'm very annoyed. You've ruined my mood. I'm not giving you guys anything else. You can tell them, do it better next year.
I've got PTSD over weddings now.
I mean, to be honest with you, she can say that she's got PTSD over weddings now, but I don't think anyone's going to be marrying you anytime soon, so don't worry about that. You know the crazy thing about it? The sister made this whole segment of her sister's wedding all about her. Imagine the fact that I'm actually talking about the sister when in reality, I was supposed to be talking about the actual couple. But I will say this though, Elliot did say earlier on in the episode, okay, that if he doesn't like his bride, he's going to walk away from the altar. Obviously, he didn't walk away from the altar, which is why I didn't put that clip in. But based on the preview for the next episode, it's looking like he's found a reason to walk away, but I guess we have to wait and see. Now, bear this in mind, obviously, I'm watching this in the UK, and I understand in Australia, everybody's like 11 hours ahead of me. So obviously, you know, if you are an Australian viewer watching this, bear this in mind, I'll probably always be a day behind you. I'll be uploading episode 1 when episode 2 is already out, and you're ready at episode 3. You know what I mean? And then yeah, you get the gist. But anyway, anyone else that's obviously watching this due, you know, obviously to similar time as me, you know, I'm gonna do what I can to keep up with it all, you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, though, Married First Australia has now begun, which is absolutely fantastic. I was waiting for it, so let's get into it. You know what I mean? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.